Jenny.
Most people have.
Hello, welcome to the City of Highwood Special Meeting, City Council meeting. It is Tuesday, September 23rd, roughly 7:45 in the evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order, and roll call, please.
Alderman Grace.
Here.
Fallberg.
Here.
Fetterman.
Here.
Fiore.
Here.
Levy. Lenari.
Here.
Peterson.
Here.
Slavin.
Here.
It's not on there, but we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have no questions on any of the minutes. If I get a motion to approve 2.1, Committee of the
I'll
Whole
make that
for
motion.
August 19th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next item, special city council meeting from August 27th. If I get a motion to approve that, please.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Last two, regular city council meeting from September 2nd, 2014. If I get a motion for that, please.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Alderman Fetterman, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And finally, the Committee of the Whole meeting for September 2nd, 2014.
Take my paper.
I'll make that motion.
James.
Do we have a motion? Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
On my pen.
We have no appointments at this evening. In prior session, we did have an adjustment to the number 4, which is the warrant list. We'll be removing 2, the Mendino and the B&B bill, for a total of $770 to be reduced. If I can get a motion reflecting that, please.
So move.
Second.
Motion second. Roll call on this one, please.
Alderman Lenari.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Slavin.
Yes.
Grace.
Yes.
Fallberg.
Yes.
Fetterman.
Yes.
Fiore.
Yes.
Not on that list.
Okay, good. Let's see here. Public input at this time. Anyone addressing the city council for items not on the agenda? Come on up.
There are a couple different ones.
Problem.
One is about Pumpkin Fest. I haven't heard anything on any of the recorded meetings that I've listened to. There's been a question from people when they're publishing that 100% of the proceeds are going to the autism.
Society of Illinois.
Right.
Right.
Who's paying for like all the scaffolding and the extra policemen and the insurance for the city? Are we still responsible for that, or is that going to come off the top of what they're taking in?
Well,
Alderman Fallberg, you want to?
I could provide, so insurance, they actually are taking out an additional insurance specifically for the event. They have to take out event insurance to cover all that.
Right.
The city is still, has to cover their insurance as well. I mean, it is an event that's being backed by the city.
Right.
There are certain things that the city are doing, including policing, and some additional efforts that we've always done. But as far as the scaffolding and all that stuff, that's all going right through the autism side of Illinois. They're handling all bills, all functions, everything dealing with billing of anything that deals with the event.
So we take
Security,
care of our
extra
policemen
security.
that we normally have, but they pay for the overtime and the extra policemen?
I'm not talking about them paying for police. I didn't say that, so please. What we're paying, what the autism side of Illinois is paying for is for security at the event. They're paying for actual security people coming to augment the police. And
Okay.
But-
And the shuttles that we used
the shuttles,
last year?
they're the same thing. Everything goes right through the autism side of Illinois, providing all that.
Okay. That was just,
Yeah.
a question.
No, yeah, it's been,
Said
it's
if I
been
give
great.
$10,
It's been an absolute pleasure to work with an organization like this, and they've been on top of it and know and fully understand exactly what the city's doing. And have been greatly appreciative and been here literally every week, trying to work out as many things with the city as possible and in general with the event to make sure it's an extremely successful event all around. And they also understand the fact of not only the preparation and what the city would be doing, but also the cleanup after and what needs to take place in order to not have the same issues that the Pumpkin Fest has had in the past.
Thanks, Eric.
Sorry. Nice.
There were three things. One was parking. Tesca and Associates commented and referred to us as the same kind of city that Evanston is, in that we're like a walking city. But Evanston and their neighborhoods, they have parking permits for their residents, so that at prime time from 6 to 12, you have to have a permit to park on that street. And I think if we're going to be depending on street parking, I think that we need to understand that our residents are being inconvenienced, that are right around the city, and that if it's possible to do a permit, some kind of program when all of these new things are coming in, I think that it's a good idea.
Are you referring to events, just to clarify?
No, I think it's
New
No,
things
I'm-
being
I'm-
restaurants?
I'm talking about, right.
Okay.
I think that 200 Green Bay, you're going to have parking on the surrounding streets. Some of those houses don't have garages. So, they depend on street parking. Again, input from residents.
You can't do
Well, there's no overnight street parking,
There's no
so
overnight parking.
Yeah, there's no overnight parking in the city.
where do those people park that don't have
Except on Lakeview
garages?
where there's some.
I don't
Right,
know,
well,
but
outside of that.
from when they get home from work, if there's not a place to park, it's not really fair.
Where would they put it
Okay,
after?
all right, we'll look into
I
that
mean,
one.
That's
understand.
so-
Don't worry about it.
The other thing is, and I talked to Scott about this today, was when we publish, and we publish in the Waukegan Sun, the Waukegan Sun no longer publishes anything about Highwood. They no longer cover Highwood. So I think that we need to consider doing another paper to publish in, so that our people,
Does it have to, can it be a weekly?
Yeah,
Like the Landmark gets delivered to
Landmark's
everybody's
great.
house. And
Right.
It's been a fabulous magazine.
right,
coming in. Yeah.
I also agree on that.
yeah.
The third thing was the stoplight at the back entrance to Fort Sheridan,
First
back
Avenue.
entrance to the base, and the entrance into Hotel Moraine. At one point, we had the developer who was going to develop there and the Army were going to co-share that stoplight so that the city would not be out any money. And since the Army base is now putting up
Okay.
another building,
2 more buildings.
2 more buildings,
Eventually, yeah.
then we're really getting slammed coming
one
in
hasn't
and
come.
out of that entrance. And with Hotel Moraine, I really think that we need to approach the developer that's going to develop there and also the Army.
And it has to have a sensor.
Good points.
during off hours.
Okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll have a third traffic light in town.
Is a big deal.
It's 150%.
Technically,
Where's the second one?
the other light is no longer on our property. It's
north
Highland
at the,
Park,
Starbucks.
technically, so we only
Up
have one traffic light.
That's actually not ours.
Double our traffic lights.
All right, next item on the agenda, Mayor's Report. I do have a few things real quickly to report. This past week, the city lost Forrest Grandi.
Yeah.
He passed away at September 18th, 2014. He's actually born in Highland Park. He served as a Highland Park Police Force from 59 to 1979. When he retired as a rank of sergeant and chief of detectives, he was the police chief of Highwood. Came over here from 1981 to 1991, and then again from 1995 to 2005. He was you always see him around town. He will be missed. And everything's already taken place, so unfortunately won't be commenting on that one.
Sunday.
That was last Sunday?
Sunday?
Yeah, no, last Sunday.
Last Sunday.
And announcement here from the Highwood Historical Society. They collected money for the raffle. We actually, They raised about $2,200 in net proceeds. They do have a winner
Did I win?
of their, no, unfortunately not. It was Rich Knapp of Highwood, so congratulations to that one.
No, the guy.
He got to go to the Cubs game, right?
Is that a benefit?
To the historical, yeah, good point.
more
I got you now.
torture.
I mean, we should give him, you should win something, he should be tortured.
Not tortured going to a Cubs game. Yeah, long lost English
That's
relative.
good, that's good. Funny.
And finally, a note of thanks from the City of Libertyville and their fire department to our fire department. Our firefighters, I guess Libertyville had some issues out there a couple weeks ago, and they want to send a nice thank you to the City of Highwood and Chief Solberg for all of his efforts and all of the our fire department. So thank you, and as usual, a job well done by our fire department.
Awesome.
It's nice to hear good things, isn't it?
Yep.
Agenda. Committee reports. None at this time. Treasurer's report. He's not here. Clerk's report. We're going to fly right through this, aren't we? Brings us to new business. 12.1, a resolution approving and accepting an ARC recommendation regarding window and door signage at 410 Green Bay
I
Road.
know it sounds crazy, but is it possible to be able to do an omnibus for, are you able to do it, including the ones with the 25,000 on it?
We need to take that one out.
And what about we're not doing the
We're not doing it.
23. So would anybody have issue with anything else except that one if we do an omnibus motion?
No. You're gonna get rid of 12.5 and 12.7.
So what are we looking at?
Six.
What about 3, you can't do 3?
4, 6, and 9.
Well,
Everything
three's
but,
not, three's off.
Okay,
Yeah, 3's off.
everything but 8.
Okay.
I thought you said you were,
I'll read the ones we're doing as an omnibus.
We are pulling 5.
okay.
And 7.
1, 2, 4, 6, and 9.
When we make the vote before you can bring something up.
Is that like the big 4, isn't it?
It has to do with one of the-
The big 5.
It's just, it's a question
Okay.
concerning.
Once we make the motion, you can come on up. Let me just make the motion.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion to omnibus 12.1, 12.2,
On the bus.
12.4, 12.6, and 12.9. We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I got second. I said
Oh,
second.
sorry about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet, almost.
This is for the motion.
Then we'll make a motion to approve, and then you'll come up at that time.
Alderman Fahlberg,
Yes.
Fetterman,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Fiore,
Yes.
Lenari,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Slavin.
Yes.
Okay. So real quickly, I'll read the ones that we'll do a motion for. One is 410 Green Bay Road, the Smile List, and accepting the ARC recommendation. 12.2 is another ARC recommendation for a public art design element at 51 Highwood Avenue for McMahon Art, which is quite impressive of a sign. 12.4 is a resolution directing the city manager to enter an agreement with Tuscan Associates to complete 3 signage, streetscape enhancement projects in an amount not to exceed, this one, $39,000. 12.6, a resolution approving Baxter and Woodman proposal for purchase and installation of the SCADA software down for the water plant. And 12.9, resolution directing the city administrator to engage the services of Phoenix Midwest Consultants to provide building review and inspection services for the city of Highwood. If I can get a motion to approve those, please.
I'll make that motion.
Also, do you want to discuss first, or?
We got a motion.
Second.
Second.
Oh,
Now we
that's
can
right.
discuss.
God, now it's,
Okay.
make that backwards.
Come on up and anything, just let us know which one you want to discuss.
Actually, it's 12.9.
Oh, okay.
And my question is, we've had such a long-standing relationship with BNF. My question is, on something like this, don't we have to bid this out? No?
No.
And were they given fair,
No, we still have an
agreement.
We still have an agreement with them. This is just an additional agreement to speed up, this Phoenix, Phoenix Midwest is a little smaller, a little more nimble, and able to get documents and work with businesses a little quicker than BNF.
and do we pay for Phoenix, or does that all come under development?
The secondary.
Mostly our development.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Other development fees.
Okay.
And same with, if they do rental inspections, that's already been,
The
yes.
city does pay for it, so
Oh,
it will
right,
go
okay.
through our warrant register, but there are revenues that pay for it through fees that we back charge the residents.
Right.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we do write the check and then we get reimbursed
Right. Okay.
accordingly.
All right. I was just curious.
Okay. No, thank you. Motion second, roll call, please.
Alderman Fiore,
Yes.
Lenari,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Grice,
Yes.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Fetterman.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Right. I think the last thing on the agenda, from what I can see, is
Salt.
12.8.
The salt.
Is a motion authorizing the purchase of up to 200 tons of rock salt from National Salt Supply for an amount not to exceed $25,000.
I'd like to make a motion to waive competitive bidding and authorize the purchase
Nice job.
not to exceed $25,000.
Thank you, Alderman Lenari.
Excellent suggestion. I'll second that.
Such a good idea. We're going to second that. And just so one out there knows, we currently have 200 tons of salt at our salt storage container?
Help, please.
Salt place up north. Salt Dome, thank you.
Salt Depot.
We have purchased 800 tons of salt, going close to 960, but that only adds up to what we used exactly last year. In order to make sure we have salt available, should we need more salt, and for next year, we are going to purchase 200 tons more as an insurance policy. We have a motion, we have a second, a bad explanation. Roll call.
Alderman Lenari,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Grice,
Yes.
Wahlberg,
Yes.
Fetterman,
Yes.
Fiore.
Yes.
All right, we have no executive session this evening. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you.
Hold on. Sure. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. That's right.